welcome back to another podcast. Oh, we're out of that quickie spell. Um, I am your host, Sterling Silver. Hi, hello, how are you? With us we have our regular co-host back again, Josiah. Who are you, Josiah?
I am the notorious big Papa Daddy who likes to pop a lot. I'm a big popper, and you can call me Papa Pops a lot. So this is not a Djibouti dub, but it's starting out like one.
Yeah. And we have our regular guest, Matthew. How are you, Matthew?
Hey folks, this is Matthew Ferrugia, the former captain of the Ichigo Defense Force.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Now,
emphasis on
now,
Whoa.
quite possibly retiring his status as the captain of the Ichigo Defense Force. More on that later.
Oh
Alrighty.
boy.
And I don't know if we can classify you as a special guest anymore.
Yeah,
but
I've done the
Spencer, how are you doing,
I'm back. It's me. It's Spencer. Yep. I guess I'm not a special guest because they fucking do these now. Except I wasn't on like the last two, so whatever. Who fucking cares? Yeah.
Alrighty. Where shall we go on from here?
Let's just get the Darling and the Franxx shit out of the way because I don't care and I want to hear why this character is so terrible.
Hey, that's
now.
fine. Yeah. Anybody down with that?
Yeah. I'm ready and ready to go.
I figured you guys were super ready for talking about
I have my
this.
fucking notes. I have my fucking
alright.
notes open. I'm good to go.
Well, let's see. It's episode 13 and 14 of Darling in the Franxx. Anybody want to give us a rundown of what 13 was?
We had this tiny red lolly. She was adorable.
I don't
know about that.
I don't know if you would call her lolly in context. Seeing as Hero is also like 6 to 8 years old.
Yes,
So
you're right. You are right.
So it's classified as Shota?
No, it's classified as a fucking child. That's what it's classified as.
We'll tell you when you're older, Matt.
Oh,
But
boy.
Of course, thank you.
So here's the real rundown. In episode 13, developments happened and we actually learned things and plot continued. And then episode 14, plot did not continue and they forced nothing to happen. So yeah, that's the difference.
Sounds like a fucking mainstream anime.
Sounds like an anime.
No, some animes are good.
Sounds like A1 Pictures has a lot more creative freedom than Trigger does in this project.
Sounds like A1 Pictures is consistently bad with the Persona 5 anime.
They're consistently bad and consistently good.
Well, let's see here. Let's focus more on episode 13 for right now.
Okay.
Alright, so again, anybody want to do the extreme rundown?
Okay, I'll do detailed rundown.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, basically, the Strelitzia, or however it's pronounced, is fighting, and they're fighting the wolves with the other stamens, and they go, and then Hero and Zero Two's connection becomes a little bit disrupted because Zero Two is trying to kill all of them Klaxosaurs so she can become more human for some reason. I don't know. It's not really explained why she thinks that's going to happen that way, but apparently the more Klaxosaurs she kills, the more she's able to pull off the appearance of a human, or at least that's what is heavily implied at certain points. Yeah. And then, so her bloodlust starts boiling, and Hero's trying to calm her down, and her spirit emerges from her body and starts strangling Hero, and then they both start flashing back to when they're both little boys and gals, and their minds meld like in Pacific Rim. Actually, almost entirely like Pacific Rim.
Another
And,
mecha anime or thing taking from. Wow.
That's that.
I can't believe the Darling and the Franxx would try to just steal shit from another thing of its genre.
Well, surprisingly enough, Guillermo del Toro actually directed this episode of Darling in the Franxx. Could you believe it? But
God damn it.
I'm just kidding. I wish though.
Darling in the Stranding.
Darling in the Water.
Oh god.
Stranded darlings.
But okay, back to the plot. And so they start flashing back, and so Hero's like, "Yeah, I don't remember anything before I was like 6 years old, and I started giving kids names. And for some reason, everybody loved me because I had really high test scores, and I'm just a Mary Sue.
Kids love nerds.
Well, in that society, yes. And so because he had a high number, and the higher the number, the more privileges you had." Because the better the better synchronization rates he had. And then so he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna name kids because everybody seems really down because our purpose is to be used and abused as soldiers, as children, and we all seem to understand that's what it's gonna end up as. And so all the kids are depressed, and so I'm gonna cheer them up by giving them names like in the books that I read, so that we can all have individuality. And then the adults are gonna get upset, but then say, "Oh no, he's number 16 anyways. He can do what he wants because he has such a high number." And then Hero's like, "Yep, that's me, Mr. White Privilege."
Oh boy.
Main character. Has anyone pointed out the fact that this guy has the same fucking name as the guy from fucking Gundam Wing? I feel like that's too obvious, but still.
Oh, do you know how? Do you know how he has that?
Is
name?
he like
Because of all the heroes in the books he
that's
read.
fucking gay?
Like, oh, that's my
fucking
name,
lame.
Hero.
That's
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
But regardless, Hero starts remembering his childhood, and 02 is also remembering the same things.
But she's remembering his childhood or what?
Yeah, because they're melding. They're both watching the same
Oh boy.
VHS tape. And so Hero starts doing all this stuff and just kind of like abusing like his, you're not supposed to be in here. Oh well, okay, get out of here. You've seen some top secret stuff, but we're not gonna punish you. And so then he sees what is essentially toddler 02, I guess, because Klaxosaurs age differently or whatever. And at that time, she's just Experiment 2, because she's the second one that's like made it past the baby stage. And they're experimenting on her and doing a whole bunch of physical tests, like they do in all these weird experimental animes where they just like completely like blow holes in kids, and then look, she immediately healed herself. Isn't that cool? Let's blow 16 more holes and see if it changes anything.
Yeah.
But and then they throw her in a cold dark room, and it also shows things from 02's personality where it's like. She doesn't remember where she came from either, and then she remembered that there was a wet nurse that was acted sort of like what a mom would be like to her, and like brought her food at the same times each day. One day she brought her a fairy book, and even though 02 couldn't read, it had nice pictures in it.
The nicest pictures.
And the funny thing was that it was about this demon princess that fell in love with this human prince, and then hid herself and sold her soul to the devil to become human or something like that. And it has references to like a couple other mythological stories in Japan about like, gosh, was it like the lady on the moon or whatever, or the rabbit on the moon, and then it's somehow a rabbit spirit that's person or whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of that stuff in Naruto too, but regardless, and so she's reading all this sort of stuff, and so she's like, oh yeah, this and this, and she understands pictures, and then eventually Hero like finds out where her like cell is and sees her and like tries to make contact with her, and then so they meet. They meet briefly, and then the next time he sees her, he busts her out by throwing like a light or like an old like flashlight through the window.
It was a Tonka Tink.
Oh
There you
shit!
go.
Now we're talking.
No, it was a tough Tonka dirt mover.
Yep.
But So he breaks a incredibly fragile window for an advanced society
Yes,
to
I know,
use,
right?
and then gets her out of there. And so these kids wander in the forest for the next couple days, somehow eluding the advanced sentry that is inhabiting the military base where they're at. And so they get to know each other, and they build trust, and Hero shares the candy with her, and that's why she has her love for sweets. And then he starts to help her like pronounce words, and understands that she has the capability to talk, even though she's too stupid to do it at the moment. And then she shares the fairy book tale with him, and then he starts reading it, even though it doesn't make any sense why he's reading it out loud, because she can't understand his words anyways. And then she's like, "Oh yeah," and so she points to the picture of like the demon lady and the prince marrying, and he's like, "Yeah, we can do that sometime." And they're like, "Oh," and then she gets like super excited, and then eventually they get caught, and then like freaking Hero gets pistol whipped, and
Sweet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Okay, wait, but before that,
Oh yeah.
02 gets a little bit injured.
Yeah, she scuffs her knee, and then
Not
Hero
the
licks it,
knee.
and
Oh, he
you know,
licks it, huh?
Yeah, Hero
Yep.
being the knee fetishist
Darling
that he
his
is,
knee.
he licks it, and so he gets some of her blood in it, and her blood is blue, just like the Klaxosaur's. It really doesn't make any sense because 02, whenever she's biting her fingernails really bad, it shows her having red blood. So I don't really know how that correlates, but anyways, so yeah, he gets super AIDS in him, and
Super Dino AIDS.
yeah, he gets the dinosaur AIDS from what was it? We're Here Again or whatever that Steven Spielberg animated movie is, and what else? Yeah, so Hero gets pistol whipped, and they get taken, separated apart, and then somehow Hero just forgets this extremely traumatic experience from his childhood because they super drugged him, and then after this, his synchronization rate starts dropping like crazy, and he's not able to have sex with Earth women anymore.
So we can only fuck dinosaurs now.
Yes.
I mean, I'm into that kind of shit.
And he is then forever branded as a dino diddler.
Nice.
But,
Is that like a thing in the actual show? Like they're like, "Oh, you touched a dino chick
No.
or something."
no.
Oh, that should have happened.
No, it's even weirder what the adults do in this series besides dino diddling. It's weird.
Sounds like a weird show that is very, very obviously but loosely ripping off Evangelion. But I feel like that might just be me being an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, that may just be you like oversimplifying everything.
Well, I feel like it's just that, like, from what hearing about that is, it's just like they blended Asuka and Rei together, I guess. Okay.
No.
Well, I don't mean in
at
terms
all.
of character. I mean in terms of interaction with the main character.
No.
Okay, whatever. This is called
Zero 2 is not-
Demon Peace. Goddamn. Leave me alone. That's why I don't
02
fucking
is
watch
not
anime.
secretly Eve/Hero's mother, so.
Now you guys are laughing now. We wait till episode 20, whatever the fuck, where there's just a naked 02 humping the earth. And then I'll be laughing then.
I would be hoping if that would be the ending.
Oh,
At least that would
God,
be
no.
better than what's probably coming.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then also,
I know, right?
the series is finally getting good.
But yes, and then they come out of their little like power trip, and Hero calms down 02, and then 02's like, "You saw that?" And he's like, "No, I remembered most of that."
Whoa,
then-
shit.
And then it cuts, and then that's where we pick up at episode 14.
So, episode 13. What were your thoughts?
I didn't fucking watch
Matthew?
it.
I would have to say this,
my baby cakes.
like pound for pound, this is one of my favorite episodes so far because comes down to what we talked about 9, 10, 11, and 12 Sterling, where quite a lot of this is like, and I also talked about this with Josiah. Come to think of it, how much of the episode that we're watching, like, how much of it is actual character development, world building, so on and so forth. and how much of this is just teenage hormones. And we got and we got a very, very strong 100% concentration on our character building and actual fleshing out of what we needed to see.
Plot, context, a lot of big things.
From the cast that we've had so far. So, no, fuck. If I had to give this a number, I'd go as far as saying, like, this is like a 9. This specific episode was
Out
like
of
9.
100. Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's the first right thing you said all day.
Oh man,
Very good episode.
good. Finally, I can't hit a home run every time.
Yeah, you can't win them all, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I feel like the most same way about episode 13. I'd give it a 9, and pretty much ditto control copy all that stuff. And yeah,
Control copy,
pretty
control
much.
paste.
Yep. If I had to add anything, the animations in here felt appropriate, while earlier animations in earlier episodes were like very, I don't know, overused and overstepped their boundaries. The animation here felt necessary, in which felt fine, but yeah. Josiah?
The animation here didn't particularly like stand out to me, but from what I can recall, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't any possibility for reuse shots because all of it was original and didn't have anything to do with the robots, so
Yep.
that was a big thing. Yeah, I mean, it was great because we finally got a little bit of context on both of them simultaneously, so that's good. But then it also kind of plays the whole thing as like, oh, hey, somehow 02 forgot that Hero was his name,
Yep.
What?
even though she remembered like almost all the other words in her memory that he said. Even though she didn't understand at the time, she remembered everything he said. So that's unusual. And then Hero, of course, you know, being the drug addict that he is, forgot all about 02. So,
Well, to be fair, like they didn't let the subtitles hang for very long, but they did throw in the line about manipulating the memories of the two of them. So
yeah, I know, but
like it was
it's
touched upon, just not very well.
still.
Yeah. No, I know.
I understand like day-to-day stuff being manipulated, so you can't like really remember all your childhood, but it really seems like trauma usually sticks with the mind pretty well, even after you've gotten over it. So, you know.
Uh-huh.
No, but like at the same time, like try to think of one trope in anime that's abused more than amnesia.
Big
Being in the right
titties.
place, being in the wrong. Childhood friends that get reunited anyways
Oh,
without
yeah,
amnesia.
that's actually like a good answer.
Why do they even have to be the amnesia part? It's so weird. Like it's good that we got some context. Don't get me wrong, but it just seems. Actually, this reaction is heavier now because of episode 14. It would have been so bad if episode 14 wasn't such a freaking.
I want to hear.
fest.
Just tell me what is with this fucking Ichigo chick. That's all I want.
Before we get
Okay.
too far into 14, I just like to
Oh.
like to take a quick moment to say that I hope that the amnesia and more specifically the fact that Franxx mind link people doesn't wind up being too much of a plot device, because if this is like the sole thing that the series winds up like relying upon for exposition, then that would be a huge disappointment.
I think they already got rid of it now, since he pretty much remembers everything now.
Well, I don't know. There could be more that's like they. I could see them trying to pull off some shit where like there's more that's all locked away still. But
Didn't that
maybe
other guy
just be
remember
worrying
stuff
too
after
much.
piloting with 02 after he almost died?
Yeah.
Like he remembered the promise the hero made him.
Well,
Yeah.
like once again, this might just be me worrying too much, but I don't know. Like
I think it's just more of a 02 thing than anything else.
I just hope
Yeah.
this doesn't become too much of a crux, is all. That's
Darling in the crux.
a crutch rather. That's.
I'm just gonna go for all the bad
Darling in the
jokes.
Crouch.
I got
Darling in the
nothing
crotch.
else on this topic until we fucking talk about something else. Cause
So on to episode 14,
Mm.
aka the
All right.
greatest episode ever
oh man,
created by
I'm
human
excited to
beings.
hear about what happened here.
Stuff happens.
No, it doesn't. That's the problem.
Is this Rem and Subaru levels bad?
Oh. Don't even start about that.
Remember? Did you watch RE0? It's the part where Rem like does the big.
RE0. Oh, I don't know.
Oh shit! Well, there's a big scene where like the blue chick that everyone likes gives a big spiel about why she likes him, and he's like, fuck you, I want to rescue the main chick." And she's just like, "Okay."
I have checked out some stuff from ReZero and I've seen some videos, but they're
Yeah, I know what videos
probably
you've
not-
seen, you perv.
Oh Jesus!
they're probably not the ones that you're thinking of right now.
Retro.
Oh,
Let's get back to the topic at hand. We'll talk about ReZero here in
Yeah.
a second, then Spencer can talk.
Woof.
Woof.
Wharf. So anyway, episode 14 starts off with a huge bang in which, pretty much it like starts right after 02 and Hero come off of that lackadaisical drug of
That high.
memories. And all of a sudden, I guess their robot gets malfunction and they're all like out of tune with each other. And then Ichigo, being the goddess that she is, goes to goes towards them and
Goes to pee on Hero because there's another bitch on her man.
like, wait, what? What happened? Ooh, 02, waggling my finger at you.
Jesus.
Ichigo gets her sandal out. Going in for the big swing.
Yep. And pretty much she and pretty much almost everybody else kind of agrees that 02 is just using Hero to continue her humanification, and no one's down with that stuff. So of course, while
First of course,
Yes.
Ichigo has to tell him that, oh yes, so and so from a different company that we don't even know we can trust yet has told me this.
oh yeah,
That she abuses and uses her partners and just dries them up.
yep, and pretty much everybody gets a vote, and like, yo, 02, you ain't gonna come over to see Hero who's in the little hospital right there. You're not gonna see him at all.
Even though he's not really that hurt and he's almost conscious immediately, but
Yep.
and he tells them explicitly that he wants to see 02 too because they have stuff to actually talk about.
Yes. And pretty much that goes like back and forth between 02 and Ichigo and the whole Hero and their team, and like it just keeps on going back and forth,
You
and
ain't
then
never
like
gonna see your man again, boy. Bitch.
yep. And then pretty much 02 is just having none of this.
Well, she's having her mental problems because she's got her mega autism and her PTSD.
And she also just barely figured out that, oh gosh, Hero, he's that little boy that I wanted to be with. Ooh.
Is this
And,
Nisekoi
Ovaries on
now?
alarm now.
Is this a freaking rom-com now? Oh, he was the one
I
with
wish.
the key necklace. No, you don't wish anything was Nisekoi. Don't say that.
No, I said I wish it was a
Okay,
rom-com.
yeah, that's fine. As long as it's as good as Toradora.
Oh, Toradora's that's sad in its own right.
And pretty much 02, who is being kept in her room by the rest of the team.
Two boys
for
with
some reason.
brooms.
What the fuck is going on in this
Yep.
show?
Yeah.
Is
for real.
breaks out, and then at the same time, Hero, who's talking with Ichigo at that
He's
time.
sweet talking her so she can get out of there.
Yep. It's like, I brought you some apples. They're Gundam made specifically.
I thought you were gonna say
for
they're
us."
gun apples.
And because remember that Gundam scene? Ooh. Anyway, and suffice it to say,
I do.
she had a knife and she was cutting up them apples, and she just left those tools there because Hero was all like, "Nah, I'll have the other people.
I'll have the help come.
Yeah, and in that split second, 02 like comes into the hospital and is like, "Hey, yo, where the Hello Kitty is Hero? Let me see him." And then Ichigo, well,
They notice that he
Ichigo
escaped.
at the same time is all like, "Okay, wait, yeah, okay, fine, we'll let you see him, but we're gonna let you see him with us there."
The one
And
who
then-
specifically says that is the true MVP of this episode, Goro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And
Also known as Cuck number 1.
Boy, are you right.
Cuck 0. Yep. And
Cuck patient 0.
yes.
Jesus.
Oh man. And oh boy. Can't wait to get to the end of this. And anyway,
So,
At that
well,
same
first,
time-
okay, first, 02 is like freaking emotional. She's a wreck right now, and so she's not
Yeah.
rational at all. Because all she wants to do is talk to Hero, and they're being all mean to her. And she's being really nice and like not smashing skulls so far,
so far.
which is surprising since she's like a half dinosaur, half like female human goddess that can like jump through windows and do double backflips.
Yep. And all of a sudden, when they open up that hospital door towards Hero's patient room, Hero escaped.
He gone.
But that's not how 02 sees it. 02 sees it
It's
as
a trap.
what the Hello Kitty of what are these people? What the flippery doodah? And she just flips out on all those teammates and just like I guess attacks them for
Curb
some
stomps every one of them.
Especially Ichigo, so she's almost like twice the height of Ichigo.
It's not even a
And then-
context. She
And in
God,
that
she fucking
also
wrecks
split second in which Hero got out of jail card, goes to the mansion that they're all staying at and goes to 02's room and realizes she's not there. And like, oh, Cracker Jacks, I guess I'll go
In
back to
record
the
time,
hospital."
mind you, because usually in
Yep.
these scenes they draw it out nice and long, in which he says the whole speech to the stupid door, and then realizes when he opens the door because there's no response. But no, he figures it out pretty freaking quick. Good on him.
Mm-hmm. And pretty much, Hero comes back to the patient room with 02 and all their teammates just being
Taking a
beat
nap.
up.
Just napping it out.
And of course 02 leaves the best one for last, Ichigo, and has her in like a chokehold, ready for the 3 count. And Hero's all like, "Yo, what the heck you doing, you monster?" And then 02 is like, "Oh,
No,
geez,
she's
you got
the
me there."
bad guy.
And she's all like, "Geez Louise, I guess this is my punishment for doing all this."
Yeah, she
stuff."
starts doing a
So-
freaking monologue.
Yep. And
And Hero's like, no, now you're the real monster, 02, because you touched my friends after they were literally holding you captive against your will.
uh-huh. And then it cuts to I guess like the next day in which she's leaving 02.
On a jet plane.
And then Hero like comes to his senses like, "Hey, wait, let me talk to 02. So he goes out of the house, but Ichigo, cough,
Oh,
cough.
Mm.
The blocker of blockers comes, sets down her minimal trap
Oh
card
boy, is this
of
where it's gonna get
blocking,
good?
and just plants a huge spiel of, "Oh, I've always loved you. Don't think about her."
Let me rape you with my mouth, Hero.
And just like almost technically, legally, illegally, rapes him with her mouth.
She fucking
Hashtag me
turbo
too.
cuck. So you what? That's a damn turbo cuck there.
Yep. And, of course, Goro, the cookster, always arrives at the exact same time.
Goro
And,
the
like,
MVP.
and, like, the stairwell. It's like, oh, geez, what's this? Oh, what did I expect? I expected no less. And, that's pretty much where it ends.
Well, no. Okay, so a little bit more detail. So Hero's crying when 02 leaves because 02 won't talk to him, and he wants to talk to her now because he's come off his emotional high too about having his team beaten up, even though none of them really got hurt because all of them were still there and not in the hospital. And so she really just didn't even do much besides just scaring him and knocking him out. But no, so Hero's crying when she's leaving because she won't say anything to him, and they kind of got to have this big talk. They got to have it sometime, and so she's leaving off to go join her old crew. And then Ichigo's like, "No, don't worry about her," and literally grabs him and forces her mouth on his. And then Hero backs up and says, "No," and then she just boom, just again,
Amazing.
just like takes what is hers, what she thinks
Round
is hers.
2. Yep.
Yep.
And just forces herself on him, and then 02 just flies off in the distance. And so my big problem with this whole episode is nothing happened. Everything that happened this episode we already knew, we were already exposed to. The only thing that was supposed to happen was that 02 and Hero are supposed to have their big conversation before she has to return to the other squadron, and they didn't even do it.
Ichigo did nothing wrong.
And this,
boy.
and what this does, all this does is stretches out. So now they're both going to be sulking on it for the next couple episodes until they have their own personal epiphanies in which they solve each other's problems, and then they come together, and then they have to go over the problems that they solved by themselves.
Now you know what I'll give my thoughts and then I'll go on towards you two. But this really reminds me of a specific part in Gundam Seed, in which
I watched that.
kind of exact same thing.
Wait, I don't
happens.
wait. See it or see Destiny? 'Cause I don't
Of,
remember Destiny.
No, it's
Fuck.
Seed. There's a very fanatical quote unquote girl after this main boy's little body, and
Oh boy.
things happen and actually do happen, and that pretty much like for the reason of, oh geez, he's looking at some other girl that I don't want him to be with.
Better kill him.
I gotta get on that quick. And yep, suffice it to say, nothing is left out. They do the thing, and like, oh nope, he's mine. And that's like really weirdly weird, but yep, that's kind of what happened in Gundam Seed, and that just reminds me of this one.
Sterling,
But
I think
overall-
the fact that this is reminding you of Gundam Seed is a really bad telling sign for this, honestly.
It makes me want to actually
I know.
watch it.
This is this is the point to start worrying at.
Yes.
If this shit's reminding you of Seed.
Yeah, but overall, I thought it was like either because I was expecting like this most horrible thing to happen, which apparently, yeah, sort of did. I was thoroughly entertained throughout, and it was like kind of reminded me of like them old soap operas I used to watch with mi madre, and like, oh my god, he's not gonna like her because she's getting up all in her face. Oh no.
It does sound very soap opera.
And yeah, it is. And
It's the Grassy
I was
High,
just-
but anime.
That's horrible. I fucking hate that show. Oh, it's got robots
but yeah,
It's got
if I
robots.
Yeah,
had
but this one
to
has
put a
dinosaur
number-
titties in it.
Oh man.
If I had to put a number, if I had to really extremely put a number, I'd put a 6 on this episode. How about you, Josiah? What did you think about this glorious, awesome episode in which Ichigo did nothing wrong and did everything right?
Oh boy.
Gosh, Team 02 forever. I'm in Melon Pan Sama's camp right now.
Uh-huh.
Angers me. It angers me so much. Like, gosh, like 02 could have just killed Ichigo when they were first in the hallway, and she was having her heroin withdrawals and biting her fingernails, and like so 02 had, because Ichigo had her freaking arm broken or dislocated or whatever, and then like so she was super weak, and she was standing up to literally someone who could just sneeze on her and kill her. And then even then, when 02 flips out, all she does is knock people out. Like she doesn't even like.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's so bad. Like she doesn't even kill him. Like and then, but Hero's like, no, now you're the monster. He pulls like a whole Anakin like freaking prequels answer out of his ass. And it's just
Turning her against me.
like seriously, like there's been worse things that have happened. In this anime, and they acted like, oh no, everyone was standing in her way, and then what happened seemed like to her, oh no, they're just tricking me, and I don't actually get to see Hero. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you guys up. Like, duh, you've been like seriously just been holding her up in her room for like last 2 or 3 days. I don't understand what it.
The more that we talk about this, the more that I wish, in hindsight, that I had streamed this shit so we could all watch it in like real time and go, oh
That's what I was
no,
gonna do.
no, she didn't, that bitch. Oh,
Like literally, like Ichigo's only power is because she was elected to be the crew leader. But it's even then, it's very superficial because she gets to make almost no actual decisions,
yeah.
and she still acts like boss bitch around the freaking schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Ugh, it is just. And then she did the dirty. She went lesbian robots with that one chick that one time. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to put a number on
5.
that? Yeah. Agreeable.
I mean,
you?
it was definitely an episode, but it wasn't a good one.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Boy, do I
Yes,
have some
Matthew?
things to say. Alright, okay. No, like, I'll put it all down on the table now. There's a part of me that wants to say, like, every single member of the cast is an emotionally stunted teenager. And more so they're all just teenagers, period, to begin with. So these moments of acting like short-sighted idiots it's like some of it feels almost fitting because it's not only the right age for stupid fucking mistakes like this to happen, it's also especially justified on account of the fact that none of them really have any proper education about their emotions, to be honest, because of the fact that well, it's just not something that they were really like informed about. Like no one knows, like from at least a level that a teenager should, how love or any beginning concept of love should work. So I don't know, like.
Well, let me
part of me
jump in
wants to say
for a second. The hardest thing to swallow is that as soon they're like military trained, like they're just trained to be smart and handle like difficult situations.
Yeah.
But this team, and they're supposed to be like blank slates, but this team is allowed to have emotions and like all these other things and not have drugs that suppress those.
X of the teams.
No, like Josiah's right. Like they are like clearly in a state where they're going through phases of like, what is love? This is this thing.
Well, the hardest thing to swallow though is because they've had all this training, like military-style training, on to handle difficult situations, and as soon
yeah.
as a hormone hits their body, they're like, oh no, I suddenly don't know anything, and I can't keep a calm head or be rational.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah. No.
It's just a little bit too extreme to be believable sometimes.
What?
No, like,
Anime stuff not being believable, word?
I'm
Nani?
not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you don't have a point. All I'm trying to say is, if I had to take one age group of, like, fictional characters and say, these jackasses are going to act irrationally, then the group that I would pick is emotionally stunted 15-year-olds, and that's who this cast happens to be. So from one point of view, this feels fitting, this feels accurate that we're running into problems like this. But on the other hand, like I don't know, quite a lot of it comes down to the Persona situation.
Oh yeah,
Just to give some context.
Yeah,
for
like
a
the
sec,
Persona 5 anime. Yeah.
The reason why I give a lot of the Persona cast a pass when it comes to going through shitty problems that they should know how to handle, like in terms of the standard of like a video game character. The reason why I give like a lot of cast of a series like this a pass is because they're at just the right age where they're going through problems like this, where something that can seem minor in hindsight to a human being is blown out of proportion for them. So when a fucking teenager goes off and tries to manipulate someone by kissing them and causes a ripple effect that will no doubt cause some huge problems later on in the series, I say, yeah, if you're gonna write a character to do that, it's gonna be at like 15, 16 years old. So I get it. I get doing this, but more so than anything else, I have to admit that I can't justify it to the point where it's good enough to pass, because if Ichigo is at least educated enough in her emotions to know the fact that Goro is in love with her, or Futoshi is in love with Kokoro, then she should be at least educated enough in her own feelings to know not to pull the shit that she pulled with Hiro at the end of this episode. So obviously she fucked up. Obviously she's not doing the right thing. But it feels somewhat realistic for a character like this. So I can't say it's unbelievable, but I still didn't like it, is what I'm getting at here.
Gotcha. Real life things suck.
Yeah.
You want to put a number on that, Matthew?
Ichigo did nothing wrong out of 10.
Agreed.
I'm hard-pressed to even give this a number.
Why? Because it was too perfect?
No, because it left me feeling conflicted, because all of the problems
Conflictingly perfect.
all of the problems felt understandable for a group of dumb fucking teenagers.
Yes.
But it still leaves me frustrated.
Well,
that's the problem.
Well, wasn't that the point then?
It was, but I'd have to give it like a 7. Yeah.
Agreeable.
Burp.
I have like one little thing to say more about this whole entire series, in which it's extremely understandable as to why all these episodes are very much not very great and they don't flow through, because every single one of them had different directors.
Yes.
And pretty much different writers for most of them.
You did some digging, sir.
Yeah, I did. And while this sort of thing happens in anime, in which it's more of a monster of the week kind of thing, or like a a weekly thing, like, oh, this is just the weekly episode.
Like JoJo or
Like-
something. Yeah.
Like, that's just like, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah, like JoJo.
understandable.
Monster of the week. Yeah.
Like, okay, that's fine. Oh, you want to do a little thing over here? You want to do this moldy thing in the fridge in Cowboy Bebop? You could do that. Do that.
Why
yeah.
not? It's fun. Do it up.
But here, where it's like a continuous story, where like I guess you can kind of say that it is kind of a weekly thing, but has a very huge plot throughout, an overarching plot. These things start to extremely explode one's mind when all of these episodes have been directed by different people. Like,
Yeah.
none of them have been like freaking overlapped at all, except for one, which that one was directed with 2 people, and like one of those directors directed another one after the fact. But
I think the
It's
best way
like-
to summarize
yeah.
this for you, Sterling, is to just say like, Darling in the Franxx is a much less episodic series than, for example, Bebop, as you mentioned.
well, not even that. It's just like there's too many hands in the cookie jar, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that too.
Too many
All
cooks.
those hands are just like slapping each other around and like not even understanding what just happened in the last episode and doing their own thing.
It's
And
like the
very
new Star Wars.
apparent. Yes, it is. Oh man. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It's very understandable for like an episodic thing, but for this, having all them directors, oh boy.
A little bit more problematic, yeah.
That's the funny thing though, is that it kind of is like a monster of the week in some parts, and then other parts it's not, and it just doesn't
Yeah.
want to decide whether it is or isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Can we talk about like Dragon Ball now, please?
Yeah.
We can talk about ReZero.
Oh, well,
We can
That's
talk
too
about what you
old.
want, Bubby.
okay.
I wouldn't mind talking about Dragon Ball.
Yeah. So I'm guessing we all watched the fucking final episode that happened
Of
3
course
weeks
we do.
ago.
And Bardock wept.
Yeah. Bardock was not happy. Have you seen all the memes that came out that were great because the Bardock
Yeah.
DLC
Yes.
came out at like the perfect timing for it? So we got all the great reaction images of just him making like the fuck this face. Oh
Yep.
man. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, all things considered. I like
The only thing I liked was that Android 17
Not
was
dead.
The
Yeah.
MVP.
no Frieza was the true MVP.
From like a pure visual level, this episode was animated fucking phenomenally.
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, technically, 17 won the tournament, so he's the strongest person in all universes. So
17
Yep.
confirmed to be stronger than Xena.
When is 17 in DBZ?
He is. He's an Android 18. Yeah,
No,
nope.
he's not.
No, it
No,
counts.
he's not.
Yes, he
He's
is.
not.
Sterling,
It
he
counts.
is.
It
No, he's
counts.
not.
Yes, Sterling.
He's literally
he is
not.
an assist
You-
for
You
18.
can't. You can't. Nope.
an assist trophy doesn't count.
Oh. No, it's like saying you want to play as the duck from Duck Hunt, but only the duck.
Oh man! But you can't switch out 17 for it's not even.
Ducktroid
Don't even.
17.
Spencer, doesn't 17 also come out for 18's level?
Yeah. But if you pick Krillin, he's
Yeah.
nowhere to be found.
Yep.
Another
no,
cover.
Android 17 is literally 100% in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. He's 100% tied to Android 18's moves. Like, or I think it's the Quarter Circle Back series. It's all just different moves that Android 7.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I'm just saying for the audience, for them to not understand.
Uh huh.
Yeah, because he's not in the game as a character. He's in the game as a fucking move.
Yeah, assist trophy. Yeah.
He's the Chaozu to Tien.
Not wrong. Pretty true.
I feel the
Chelsea,
coolest
you
thing
contribute
about
so much. I can't believe you're going.
Yeah. I felt the coolest thing about the whole episode was like probably the obvious thing that everyone liked, which was the fact that we saw Frieza fight with Goku, because I feel like that's supposed to be a whole big callback to the whole cool thing about the Dragon Ball series in general, of the fact that there's always the part where the the enemy or the antagonist is now become the good guy, because we did it with Piccolo, we did it with Virginia, we did it with the fucking android. So it's cool to see that happen with that character.
Oh yeah, take a moment to look at Team Universe 7. Like half of the team are people that have tried to kill Goku at least once in the past. Yeah.
Like Gohan. Or
Like
Krillin.
Well, Krillin was just, I'm going to throw this rock out into the forest to catch it.
Back when Krillin and Goku
Goddamn.
first met in Dragon Ball, some people forget about this, but initially Krillin was a total shit to Goku.
Yeah, that's actually what I was kind of trying to refer to.
Yeah, he was being an asshole at first, yeah. Some people forget, but it's true.
Oh, if you were bald at 2 years old, you'd be an asshole too.
Probably.
Yeah, we all were at one point.
Yes, we were.
Small, bald, and total a-holes.
I like it. He's like, we're gonna have to throw these rocks, so we better get a small one. And it's like, nope.
Yep.
She got one of those big rocks.
Goku seems invincible. I bet if I threw this rock at him, he'd dodge it just fine.
See, look, I'm faster than Goku. Oh no, wait, Goku took off his shoes. Now he's faster than everybody.
Yeah.
Goku, I want you to punch me as hard as you can. That was a good filler episode.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw that.
No, fucking Krillin's like, Goku, man, you're so strong now. I need to gauge myself. I want you to punch me as hard as you can. And Goku, like, takes, like, a minute going, but it's gonna really, really hurt. And Krillin's like, no, just punch me.
And that's why they had to bring Krillin back with the Dragon Balls.
Yes. For the 1000th time.
Yep.
I also like how Krillin is still at the bottom of the police force, even though he's literally faster than any other like human, and he doesn't even like need to ride his motorcycle most of the time, and he just literally like karate chops guns in half that bad guys use. So
Yeah.
You mean you gotta work your way up.
I guess.
So didn't they announce that this wasn't actually the final arc?
That was just the end of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
They got a new movie coming out.
Yeah, they got that guy, that random
yeah.
guy that's hand drawing all that random shit.
Yeah, that actually looks good for this.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
The
It
first
looks pretty
time
good
ever.
for it just being one dude or whatever. Are we talking about the same thing
They've
even?
got the-
Yeah.
Yeah, the PV for the newest Dragon Ball movie
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's like
with that Super Saiyan dude that looks like a Super.
yeah,
Saiyan,
but I heard that
we
was
didn't
all
see
like a
his face.
fan animation.
It wasn't.
Okay. The best part of the episode
Well,
was,
you might be thinking of something else in which a fan artist did
yeah,
something where
that's exactly
he's
what
like,
I'm thinking
oh,
of.
look at his face now. Ooh.
I remember
Oh, is this Super Saiyan 5? Is this like Dragon Ball Saga or whatever it's called?
I don't fucking.
Dragon
There's
Ball
so much
Heroes?
fucking Dragon Ball shit. Just wanted to talk about the
There's a
Super
lot.
episode. And the fucking Pan pulls on Piccolo's antenna and it was cute, and that's it. And then Vegeta is still Vegeta, and then he fights.
Little does she know that those are actually his genitalia.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Pickles is a pedophile now.
Well,
That's why he keeps volunteering to look after the
No,
Son family kids.
no, you're ruining it. Don't
Yeah, man.
say that.
That's why I went camping with Gohan when he was such a little kid.
That's correct.
This is bad. This is not good.
Okay, well, let's talk to the real villain in animation, and that would be Mr. Ratburn.
Oh, boy.
Ratburn, the cake monster,
Yeah,
talking
the cake
the cakester monster.
the cake fart enthusiast himself.
Talking about the fucking character from Arthur.
Yeah.
What the
Yes.
fuck is this now? What are we
Did
talking
you not watch the video I sent like an hour or two ago?
No. How can I listen
About
to
how-
any videos where you guys are just talking over all of it?
No, it was before we got on Discord.
Uh-huh.
No, I did not
But
watch it.
no, but so every like 6 or 7 episodes, there's a cake that gets brought out, and Mr. Ratburn comes out of fucking nowhere and says, "Oh, is that cake?" and starts eating a slice, even if he's not invited to said function.
How dare he?
And so he's got a freaking cake fetish, I tell you.
Oh,
He
geez.
followed Arthur's
fucking
dad
cake, man.
to
He
a
has to
catering
deliver it.
event because he smelled brownie cakes in the back of Arthur's dad's car because he's a caterer.
Wait, he just came over to Arthur's house?
No, there was one time where Mr. Ratburn's house, like its roof collapsed,
Mm-hmm.
and so he had to live with Arthur because his parents offered to put him up.
Yep.
And it was really weird because it was like, oh no, I'm gonna have summer with Mr. Ratburn. He's gonna give me homework every day, and then he's like, nah, he's just chilling with his like capri, like baggy shorts and like sandals all summer.
Mm-hmm.
And Arthur's like, oh yeah, teachers are real people. That's funny.
No, they're not.
I never could have anticipated that behind all that authority, there's a human being.
Gasp.
But yeah, and what was it? No, yeah, and so, but there is a scene where literally Arthur's dad, who's a caterer, like is taking this giant brownie cake, and then Mr. Ratburn is in traffic behind him, smells the brownie cake, and follows him to the catering event.
Amazing.
During, like, while the episode is ending, he's just like, oh, brownie cake, better follow that car.
Yep. Oh boy.
Whew. And I never noticed it as a child, and now I feel abused.
Didn't think we were gonna be getting this in depth on the
Man.
fucking an Arthur
stuff.
episode on the fucking podcast.
Well, Arthur in general.
Well, we talk about anime here, so you know what
the
you're
OG
getting in for.
anime. They both start with A.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeez.
so
Yeah, so what we're really trying to say here is Mr. Ratburn probably likes cake farts.
oh god, don't even fucking. Can we not, please?
Cakefarts.
Just got done talking about Darling and the Franxx, and now we gotta talk about that.
Well,
Okay. Well, in other news, for anyone that, well, for the people that don't care, the new KOF DLC characters all came out like 2 days ago.
wait, what?
Yeah.
I hear
What
that
happened?
Hydern. has
Yeah,
been added to
Hydern's in
the
it.
roster.
Oh, the KOF?
Yeah, you got your choice between
cares?
fucking Card Man. Wait, what the fuck? What do you mean who cares? You're like one of the biggest KOF fans in the fucking group.
Yeah,
What is that?
but I don't like KOF.
You don't like
14.
it? You don't like
Surprise,
the
surprise.
you don't like the 3D models there?
Nope.
Put.
I liked them at first when they were first announced, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is racist."
Wait,
This
wait,
is
what the fuck?
horrible." And
Racism?
I was like, "Oh, geez, a 3D KOF fighter? Oh my god, this is just what I wanted." And I thought, but way back when, with my little tiny mind, oh, it's gonna get better. Nope. And
do you just mean better
to this
looking
day,
or
I'm
like
like,
better as a
This
game?
is horrible. Looking
Okay.
and game.
Well, like for a second, let's take a look at this based on the history of fighting games, guys. Like, okay,
Yes.
Street Fighter makes a transition from 2D to 3D, from 3 to 4,
And
and
that's
4 is uglier than 3. I don't think that that's even a debate.
Street
It's
Fighter
just fact
4
at
is
this
way
point.
way uglier. 5 is the
4 is-
ugliest.
yes, much
Yes.
uglier than 3. So, if we can just take that by itself as an indication, then what are the odds that SNK is gonna do a better job at pulling this shit correctly
zero.
than Capcom?
It's
Well, they've
probably
already
0.
did their SNK heroines, and there's literally no change. Like,
No wait, SNK Heroines is gonna save fighting games.
no
I
way.
mean, it'll have to use the slight success of Dragon Ball just a little bit, but it's going to be the main contender.
No, it's not KOF. It's gonna be what, Fighting Herds or whatever it's called.
Then's Fighting Hers or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's not even. That doesn't even have like a side tournament at Evo. I think it just is. It just exists.
Oh, didn't you have hands-on, Spencer, of that awesome new game that you love, that Gordo is in?
Yeah, that game fucking sucks. I played that game and it was fucking bad. Yeah, I guess we can talk about this. Fucking BlazBlue title. Okay, yeah, we're getting the fuck into it now. We're gonna talk about fucking BlazBlue Crossfade. Yeah, okay. So I went to a major like 2 weeks ago. We played the fucking BlazBlue Crossfade battle. Guess what? It feels like fucking shit. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you think, or if you think it's sick because you can pick your fucking character, whatever the fuck. No, it feels fucking slow and choppy and fucking just like sloshy, and it's fucking weird and it's not good.
But it's for the Americans.
No, it's for the fucking pad players, the fucking scum of the earth in the FGC, because it's literally intended to be played on a controller. Here's how it works, right? Like, so you have two buttons that are fucking auto combos, and like all your normals are like fucking swapped off. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as it sounds. Like, there are actually probably worse auto combos in like Dragon Ball.
Because that sounds bad.
Well, I mean, that's because some auto combos are pretty bonkers, like Gordo's, who can do like, he has moves that are part of his auto combo that in the original game Under Night were supposed to be special moves, right? But what if we made them normal moves? And the whole thing with Under Night is that you can rebeat, which means you can take your normal moves and just like do them all over the place as long as you haven't done one earlier. Yep. So basically, like, if you did a big sweep as Ryu and you hadn't jabbed yet in the string, you could jab and it would like cancel into the jab, right? Well, in this game, Gordo has these giant fucking moves with his scythe, and he has these giant moves that pull you in, and like, they made those normals. So it's like the guy that made the character originally, he's like, I'm gonna make this a special move, and there's even like moves he can do that weren't rebeatable in the Under Night game that were normals. They were special normals. Those are also just rebeatable. So it's like, what if I took the whole reason that like this character was quote unquote like fair or whatever in the original game because he was good, and it's like, what if the other guy was like, oh, I'm gonna take what the fuck you did, like, oh, this move, I'm just gonna make it that it can do whatever the fuck it wants. So you can do these like giant moves, pull you like right next to him, and then just like do whatever the fuck you want. It's pretty bonkers. It's just like it doesn't feel that bad. It just feels okay. No, it does feel bad. I'm trying not to like make it absolutely horrible. It's like it was fun, I guess, but like it really, like, I had so much more fun playing like any other fucking game. Like the whole crux of playing this game is just to be like, oh my god, it's like Smash Bros for anime people. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, we play as blood and blood together, and it's like, well, who gives a fuck if the game feels like shit? That's how I feel. There was a comparison I was trying to think of that I couldn't. I think I had it. And it's just like, it, like, playing that game literally just made me think, oh, I would rather. Oh, it was like Marvel Infinite, because it was like, oh my god, I could play as fucking Zero in another game, yeah. And then I was like, I would way rather just play any Mega Man game or even the old Marvel fucking games, because the game feels like shit. Yeah. And it, like, the whole crux of having a character that I like in it is not gonna save it.
Well, you're about to have your chance, because the Mega Man X and X2.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that. I don't know if I'm
coming out.
I don't know if I'm done yelling about fucking BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle yet, though.
Please go on,
god. Okay,
my friend. Please continue.
This is the main. Oh, can't wait to get 5 billion more dislikes on our fucking video again because I'm talking shit. Woo! Yeah. So.
Yeah, that sassy guy that was talking all that smack about your commentary.
I think the biggest problem with the game is just. It just feels sloppy. That's kind of the bottom line. It just feels like a sloppy, rushed game, and it could potentially be really fun and a really cool thing. Like, I wanted it to be really cool, and I finally get to play it, and it's like, I don't think it's gonna be that good. It feels very like slow and very just not fun. It might come out and
I
fun.
100% get your sentiment of a dream project like this coming out, and your automatic thought is, I want to like this.
Yeah.
Like, I get where you're coming from. and to know that this is going to be the opposite of what you're craving, obviously that's going to frustrate you. Like, I can't fault you for that.
Yeah. I just wish, like, it played a little better. I just wish it felt a little smoother. It just feels like really, like, I think the bottom thing, the bad taste I left in my mouth was that it just feels really clunky. Because, like, it just, like, the whole flow of the game feels really clunky, and it's really weird because there's only one movement option, so you can only, I think you can walk back and backdash, but there's no walk forward. It's just run, which is like wow. It's really weird, and it sounds kind of nice in retrospect, like, because there's a lot of times in other games where, like, I'll want to double tap forward and run in after, like, a move, and because of, like, the timing or whatever, I'll fuck it up, and I'm like, fuck. Well, in this, you can just hold forward and you're fucking fine. Woo. But at the same time, it's like, it just feels really weird. Yeah, and then I guess it's just getting used to the game in general. I guess if I play it more, I might like it more. But right now, it's kind of like on like the middle to a thumbs.
And that's not even the finished version, is it?
So I mean, it could come out and feel way more smooth.
Change.
But I feel that with how it is, considering it has all the characters, all the base characters in it, and all that, it's probably pretty damn close to the fucking finished picture, if not the finished picture. And, like, I thought maybe they would do this, and then, like, they were asking people for a bunch of opinions, and I didn't fill it out because I know I would have just ended up fucking yelling at all of them. But maybe they did that just to, like, get an idea of how the game is to the public. So maybe it'll come out and be smoother. I hope so, at least. I feel like this game could be something really cool, but after, like, playing Dragon Ball and seeing how fucking, like, Dragon Ball comes out and it's just, like, the most fun shit ever. Like, it's broken as fuck, don't get me wrong. Dragon Ball is fucking, like, some crazy dumb shit. There's some dumb shit in that game. But holy God, if it ain't, like, the most fun shit I've ever, like, had to deal with. Because that was my biggest problem with...
I've seen that touch of death that you did.
That was, like, easy, too. Yeah, that...
I think you mean Yeezy.
Well, I mean, easy compared to, like, other touch of deaths I've seen. Like, I wanted to learn touch of deaths with adult Gohan, but you have to, like, actually try. Like, I learned that touch of death in about, like, 10 to 20 minutes, I want to say. Yeah.
Well, like, okay, let's break this down rationally. Like, Spencer, both you and I know that at the end of the day, when you're dealing with a genre like fighting games, the one thing that it has to be more than anything else is precise. It has to be able to function at a level that demands technical play.
Yeah.
Like it has to be the kind of game where you can run this even at 60 frames a second and be able to have gameplay that supports like play that can justify that level of just gameplay, period. And to have that, and to have a fighting game that feels clunky, like just that one word by itself, to be forced to use that for a fighting game mode of anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another example of like a clunky game that isn't just some old SNES shit.
Is the biggest curse.
Oh, yeah. NetherRealm games. They feel clunky as fuck. Fucking fight me.
Yep.
But that's different because that's their own thing. And NetherRealm games are just weird in general. I don't know. I think...
Well, I mean... I think we all knew that walking in that Cross Tag Battle wasn't going to be as good as Zatch Bell Momoto battles for the PS2.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, it's just... It's sad when your expectations meet up with reality and nothing changes.
God damn it. I don't know. I guess that's like the bottom line is like, it could be fun. It doesn't feel that fun right now. It might be fun later, but right now I'm still very iffy. I would need to like put more time into it.
Just keep holding out for that day one patch, brother.
The day one be
everything.
God.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, there you go.
The 40 gigabyte
Oh my
patch.
fucking God.
It just gives you a new game.
What is this? The demo to Yakuza 6? Hey, whoa.
No, it's one of the many Witcher 3 updates.
Relevant joke.
Yes.
Oh boy, did they patch that game to be good? I don't think so.
Are you talking about Yakuza 6?
I was
or
about to
Witcher
say,
3?
like, are you saying Witcher 3 is bad? God damn, we're getting fucking.
I mean, it may not be
really
your cup of tea,
dislikey
but it's not
today.
bad.
Sterling, I know that you're a contrarian, but you're taking it a bit far nowadays, buddy.
Yeah, you know what, man? It fucking, Super Mario World, fucking, that game's fucking shit, dude. Fucking prefer Bubsy way more,
Well,
Oh my, shut the fuck up. You are so
Sterling,
full of crap.
before you dig your own grave, I'm gonna have to respectfully ask you to stop.
And if we want to like get into the real memey fighting games, the other thing that I just remembered we could bring up that could help us segue into another topic, or however fucking long we're gonna go on this, because we talked about fucking Darling in the Franxx for 40 fucking minutes. God damn, this is fucking.
But that was
No,
necessary.
it's not.
It's important.
No, the My Hero Academia fucking the video game that's coming out. Anyone else see that the shit about that?
I want to talk
One's
about
Justice.
it.
I don't know if I want to talk about it now because I thought
I
about
don't want to talk about it either.
It's coming out. It's gonna be a fucking Naruto fucking ass arena game, and it's gonna be
a video game.
it's gonna be lame. That's what
It's gonna be Anime Fighter Arena. Yeah, big,
and that's
big surprise.
fucking
I wouldn't really
lame.
classify it.
You're going to pick up the controller. You're gonna press.
I'm gonna
buttons,
press
and you're gonna
circle
hit the
a
other
billion times,
hero.
and then I'm gonna like put the. I don't even think I want to play that game because that game is just another game that I'm like this could have been something awesome. And you know what? Nope. Now it's just a fucking circle masher ass game. For all the weeaboos that don't try to be like, dude, I'm so godlike at the fucking My Hero Academia game. Look at this combo. It's like, dude, you just hit one button the whole time, and you didn't like have to alter any direction or anything.
Spencer, right now I'm being forcibly reminded of all those images and all those memes of people trying to compare Fighter Z and
Oh
Xenoverse
my
2.
fucking god.
And it's like, oh, look at this Dragon Ball game where we get our 3D
This
flight
shitty
and
game,
our
you can't-
90
you can't
characters and
explore.
our shit.
Yeah, with like fucking 90 characters, they all play the fucking same. Because you just hit
Yeah.
circle.
No, I get you.
They're all perfectly balanced, though.
No, I'm pretty sure they're actually not.
With level.
Yeah, because there's leveling. It's not a fighting game. It's a fucking RPG with Dragon
hidden.
Ball. This is I fucking hate people. I don't know if we can keep going, dude. This is getting bad.
Spencer, when your
Well-
birthday comes around, I'm
Oh
going to mail
my
you a
fucking
copy of Xenoverse 2.
I've actually been
Don't worry
tempted to
about
buy Xenoverse just to kill time. Like, I know the difference. The problem is the stupid fuckboys that think they're hot shit because they can hit up one button.
it. Yeah.
They're almost as bad as the fucking BlazBlue people. Woo.
Well, Josiah, do you have anything to add to this awesome debate?
No, it's an anime fighter. The Doi, of course, it's gonna be terrible. You know how many terrible One Piece adventure fighting games they have?
A lot.
All of them.
Fucking lot.
Is this any surprise? No. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad anime. It's gonna have a pretty crappy game.
I think that's the best summary. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's just gonna be bad.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the quality of the anime. You can have the
okay,
you can have
I
a
get
Cowboy Bebop game, and the game would be just terrible.
Which I believe they do.
Wait, they do?
Yeah,
They have a Cowboy Bebop game.
Yeah.
that's probably how bad it is. No one even wants to talk about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's an Adult Swim game.
Oh. Yeah,
I
it's
hope
probably
it's
just
just
a
a
fuck.
first-person
No, it's probably
shooter.
one of those Flash games. It's just a top-down space shooter.
Oh, it's not a Flash game. It's like a PlayStation.
Wait,
2
what the
game, I
fuck?
believe. I might be misremembering, but I fondly remember something
Yeah.
about that nature.
I think Adult Swim just slapped their logo on it because they were the one
Oh.
localizing it.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we
Cowboy
take all the
Bebop
space
game.
exploration and all the...
Yeah, that was
Oh my
that was
God,
before
it's
they
like
had the
an
whole
actual game.
AdultSwimsGames.com.
It's for the PlayStation
Why don't
1.
Why don't we take all the space exploration and space hijinks and just take a Cowboy Bebop game?
It looks like a
and give it to
brawler.
the people who made Mass Effect Andromeda.
No, stop.
Do it.
No.
Give it to the team
I don't
who
think
made
it came over to
Andromeda.
America. That's the thing.
Please do it. I'll
No,
pay good
the-
money for that
Oh,
video game.
Well,
and then I'll
I might
scream
be
it, and
thinking
everyone
of
can
Samurai
laugh at it.
Champloo then.
And then it'll be a good time.
Yeah, I'd believe that game or I believe that show having a game. Okay, yeah, it's just like a
It's created
crazy
by the-
shooter.
Give it to the Andromeda team.
No,
Make
stop,
a b-ball
stop,
game.
Yeah.
Do it.
stop.
I'll buy it.
No,
Then it'll be good for
Stop.
one.
stop talking about Mass Effect.
For once,
Andromeda.
Sterling and I are 100% united on this idea of like, yeah.
It's because I know you
give
guys
it
are
to
just
this
fucking
studio.
like being
I
sarcastic.
like it. I dig it. This is not a bad idea.
Am I?
Just give it to that team.
After reading the comments from the other BlazBlue tag battle video and seeing the people that listen to this video,
Oh,
I feel like we
man.
can't be sarcastic because they're so dumb that they're gonna fucking believe us. Dude, fucking, they're different sprites, dude. Never fucking dropping that ever, by the way. If you're fucking listening, you're fucking wrong. They're just resized. Literally everyone I've talked to tell me you're wrong. So fuck you. Anyways. Caleb 14 came out. That who gives a fuck about that? BlazBlue tag battle, played that.
How about that Soul Calibur?
Yeah, we can talk
6
about that.
Siegfried.
That's really fucking crazy. Because I was talking with friends about Soul Calibur in general, and I was like, they were talking about all the, because everyone with Soul Calibur, it's such like, it's got such a broad, casual audience that it was like. Everyone just usually talks about like all the characters they want to see in the game and everything. And so I was pointing out to a lot of people that Siegfried would probably not be in the game because this is supposed to be the storyline where Nightmare is Siegfried.
Don't say that.
But he's just in the game. So now I don't know what this game is like 100% trophy on who the fuck would be in it. Where at first I thought it was just going to be the cast of 2
Well,
and like below. And then they released Zastel and I'm like, well, I guess not. And I'm like, well, Siegfried's not probably going to be in the game. It's probably just going to be Nightmare. And they're like, oh, Siegfried's in the game. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And like, it's not like I'm not like mad or anything. I'm actually like super glad because that's cool and he looks cool. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm trying to. Is that the only character that's come out since we last talked about the game?
yes.
Okay.
I am excited that you
since we
are
last-
excited. So you can take all of the Soul Calibur hype that I would have had and take it for yourself. So someone can be.
Oh yeah, freaking what's his name? The Witcher.
Yeah,
boy
the
who's in
guest character. Yeah, we were. Yeah, see, good segue. We talk about how Sterling fucking hates Witcher. We can segue to the Witcher character being it.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, he'll finally be. In a
Oh
good
my
game.
fucking god! Whoa!
No, he won't.
Just like
Oh,
Bayonetta
Jesus
was in
Christ!
For,
Oh my god! Oh man, I don't care. Like,
For
I don't
Super
care
Smash
about
Bros.
either of those series.
Trigger
I really
warning.
don't, but Jesus Christ! Holy shit! That's really whoa. Whoa! And you're saying she's good in a good game, and you're referencing to Smash 4? That actually is supposed to be a little bit 'cause fuck Smash, but goddamn. No, yeah, the Witcher guy is in the Soul Calibur game, and I know many people that were like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, I don't fucking like. It was like that's cool, that's fitting. I guess it was kind of like, I guess I wished it was just someone I knew more or cared about more. It's cool. It's
yeah, like Darth Vader.
well, that already happened. No, so someone made up something really good that I thought would have been cool. Oh, it was like my friend April Fool's me, and I got really pissed because it was April Fool's, and he's like, dude, fucking Soul Calibur. Maybe it wasn't April Fool's, and that's why I was really pissed. My friend posted like, oh, dude, fucking Namco Bandai Soul Calibur Twitter, dude. I was like, what the fuck? And he posted a picture of Kylo Ren like gripping his lightsaber really hard, and I was like, oh shit! And then it was total bullshit, and I wanted to fucking fight him. No, it's Geralt. Geralt's cool, and he's fitting, and I feel it's just weird that that'll even be a bigger like blend of the fan bases. Where in the last game it was like, hey, all those surface ass fucking Assassin's Creed players. Hey, here's this random fighting game you can play as Ezio and woo. Well, with this, it's like, hey, all of you fucking probably the same people. Because Witcher became pretty surface because it's that good, I guess. That it's like, oh man. And then, yeah, and he's in it. So that's cool. But I'm actually like more excited for Siegfried.
Spencer, I've got a confession to make to you.
Gasp.
I want Harada the director of the Tekken franchise, to upload a video of him holding a copy of Soul Calibur
And throwing it into the lava. Or throwing it off the cliff.
of Soul Calibur 6 when it comes out.
No.
And then he just walks over an active volcano in the whole Heihachi and Kazuya bit.
And then the Soul Calibur 6 copy throws him into the volcano. It's like,
And then Harada
bitch.
turns to the copy of Soul Calibur 6 and then he tells it, "If you are strong, you will climb back up to me and challenge me one day." And then he throws the copy of Soul Calibur 6 into an active volcano.
You joke about that, but I'm actually pretty confident that Soul Calibur 6 will probably be more successful than Tekken 7.
Listen, I am
Like,
going
not
to
it-
tell you
I don't know
straight to your
about that.
fucking
I mean,
voice.
just because
I'm
there's
gonna
so
tell you
many random motherfuckers.
right to your
There's so
fucking
many
voice.
people out there that are like, dude, I don't like fighting
I
games,
think it
but
would
I
be
like,
equal.
because there's just so many. I've just met and seen so many people that just like Soul Calibur, and they don't even like play fighting games, but they just like Soul Calibur. And here's the thing. Here's why. Character creation bullshit. So many motherfuckers will buy that game, and they won't even play the fucking game. But like, I could make a big dick monster, yay! $60 down the fucking drain. That's like all I have to say about that, because that's how it was when I was getting into 5, where I was like, all right, I'm feeling it. Like, really liking fighting games, and like with Soul Calibur 5, it's new, and it's what everyone that I know is playing. Let's do this. And then it got to the point where I had 2 groups of friends, right? I have the people that actually played the game with me, which was only like less than 5 fucking people. And we were all basically gods at the game, because you know what the rest were? They just they made character creation shit, and then they never played the fucking game, and then they just hit one button and they fucking died.
Yep.
But guess what? That's still more people buying the game.
Long story short, Soul Calibur can suck my dick. Tekken
goddamn
forever. Soul Calibur can suck my
The
dick.
dislike bar is just fucking like bursting.
Tekken forever.
What else can we fucking talk shit about? I talk shit about the most popular anime right now. I talk shit about one of the most popular fighting games.
What are you talking about?
What?
Lupin the Third Part 5
yeah.
is doing swimmingly.
Yeah.
Well, if we want to talk about the most popular anime based on what Crunchyroll thinks is the most popular
Yuri-
Oh, God.
Yuri on Ice?
turn to citrus
Yuri
more
on
than
Ice?
anything.
No.
Okay.
It's citrus.
I don't know
Whichever
what the
that
fuck that is.
lesbian.
Which is Yuri not on ice.
But Yuri on Ice, man. It was the best.
Yeah, remember the anime awards that Crunchyroll holds each year, in which they don't actually have people vote; they just have their experts, quote unquote, make the matchups.
Yeah. Which some of them don't even make sense, but yeah.
Yeah, in which March comes in like a lion. Should have won half those categories this last year, but hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because there's just something about there being no wholesome anime or just going. I mean, frankly speaking, yes. Hero Academia should have won. Best anime for last year, hands down.
Yeah.
But
And what one?
I don't remember. I didn't keep up with it. You think I actually care?
Well, we could talk about the episode.
what if it did
if we talk about the new Academia episode, we just have to you have to tell me where it stops so that I don't talk about it too far into it. Because all I did was read the manga. All I've been doing is reading the manga, because that's how I like to.
Wasn't just the
It's
new
the same
episode
as the
just-
show
Yeah.
most of the time.
I'll be back in a second.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm pulling up the anime awards right here. Okay.
You're on ice. You're on
What?
ice.
How did Made in Abyss become anime of the year?
Woo! There's something that melts in
What?
that show, and it scared me, so I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, this is. There's a lot of no things in Made of Abyss.
Oh, so I don't know. My friend group at home keeps like, "Oh, you should watch it, dude. You should watch it. Oh, you like Devilman?
How
you
is
should
this one
watch
the
it."
best anime to come out in 2017?
'Cause it's
It's called
cute.
My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes, I'm not even joking.
Well, it might be good. You never know.
It literally has tits on the cover of it.
Like naked tits.
Yes.
I see. So
Like side nipples right there on the cover.
Like a hentai.
But but somehow they got best girl, best boy, and best hero, all Hero Academia. Also best villain, big whoop.
Wait, who?
Also somehow best hero is Deku, and best boy is Todoroki.
Yeah.
Which I think should probably be like switched. But
I was surprised neither of those were All Might.
yeah, I know. Best
I'm
hero
not
should
even
probably
joking.
still be All Might.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
All Might is the best.
Also, best
boy.
best action anime is Hero Academia. Best drama is stupid Magnus Bride.
I didn't
wow.
see that yet. I
Amazing.
didn't watch that. Was it good? Was it bad?
That should have been freaking March Comes In Like a Lion, because it's much better drama than all this other bullshit. Best comedy though went to Dragon Maid, which is good. Although it should have probably been Konosuba.
Drama.
That was comedy.
No,
Not,
it was drama. It was drama.
But also I think Konosuba season 2 should have beat that. But Maid Dragon is a good
the show with the
pick
big
anyways.
blue butt in it, and the chick that explodes. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's the online game?
No, it's not an online game. It's you get sent to another world. So basically, the online game thingy.
Oh.
But it's real
What are you talking about?
Talking about Konosuba.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's not. What are you talking about?
He gets sent to the other world or whatever. He dies or some shit. That's the introduction.
Okay, no. Let me set the record straight here. Okay, so he dies
Yeah.
by heart attack because he thought he was saving somebody from a moving vehicle, which turned out to be a horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah.
And so he died from embarrassment and a heart attack.
Yeah.
And so he goes to limbo, and then there's the goddess of Japan there, and she says, "Okay, now I can either reincarnate you and you start back over, or there is a secondary world you can go to that needs heroes that you have to defeat the Dark Lord, and you get to take
about Neo Genesis.
you get to take one item with you if you go to that place to help you with your journey." And he's like, "Oh, okay. I don't want to be a stupid basement dwelling NEET anymore, so I'm gonna go and save the day." And so he chooses that, and he chooses the goddess to come with him as his traveling partner. And she starts freaking out because she doesn't want to go to the world because she has a pretty cushiony life as a goddess. And so they go to the other world, and it's set up like an RPG, but it's not like an actual video game, like trapped in a video game thing. It's much different.
Okay.
I mean, it's similar setup, but it's not like, oh yeah, we gotta log off. Oh no, we have to hold. Like you actually have to hold items. They just don't go to like a magical bag of holding or anything like that. And it's all structured, and you can actually you can train with archery to get archery skills, and you go to the guild to check your stats, and somebody has to appraise your stats. And
That sounds exactly like a game.
shut your face. It's not about the action or about the plot. It's all about the comedy and the timing. But
It was so funny.
I can't be certain, but I'm starting to suspect we're talking about
Yeah.
Konosuba.
yes.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. No, it's not what you fucking.
Put on
Oh
your
my
reading glasses
gosh.
on.
Your audio blanked out for a sec. Calm down.
Put on your red shoes and dance.
So I'm guessing in the My Hero Academia episode, nothing important has happened yet. They're just going to the summer camp.
Oh, they got on the bus and they made it to the training
that
camp area.
important. Did they meet the cat people?
Yeah, they met the pussycats.
Yeah. Okay. Is that where?
And
it ended?
they got thrown off the side of the road into the
Yeah.
forest of beasts.
Sometimes you've got several boat episodes. And
Oh yeah, and
man.
Kota kicked Deku in the nuts.
Oh yeah, the best. I thought he punches him in the nuts.
Yeah, potato, it doesn't matter.
Whoa.
tomato potato.
Yeah, and speaking of good old animes, there's that Matt's favorite anime, the Persona 5 anime, looking real good over there.
Big budget, boys.
Big budget for big
I
boys.
actually actively refuse to be
You
be
mean
part of
that
this conversation
PV
right
of
now.
those sliding pictures weren't anything
I'm
to
not gonna. No.
portray what was going to be happening?
Oh man.
Wow, you
Listen,
mean the
guys are
theatrical
gonna get it
trailer
dated
for a
because
video
I'm not
game
gonna
doesn't
focus
actually
on
show real gameplay?
Gasp.
I cannot be baited.
That's what he left to go. He went to go steal himself for us calling him out on his favorite
Wait,
game.
Matt, can you say that one more
adaptation
time?
Being awesome, arguably like the worst.
I will have you people know that I cannot be baited.
Oh, well, talk to Bjorn about that.
Oh man.
Gasp.
That's a triple entendre. Oh, God.
You know, the funniest thing about this is the fact that I 100% saw through your joke, Josiah, but I happily jumped into it anyways.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah, five
like
seconds worth. The Persona 5 anime came out. It looks like shit. The end. He does the all-out attack, and it looks like shit. Because it's nothing. It's fucking barren. It looks dumb. Whatever. Amazing.
I haven't seen it yet.
I sent a picture of
I've
it.
not
You
seen
saw it. You sounded upset.
No, I didn't even know that was from the
That
fucking
was
anime.
that's
You sent
that's
me
how
an
it.
image.
Yeah, that's what it looks
Okay,
like in
listen,
the anime.
No.
Except take away the meme letters.
Listen,
Take away the meme letters.
I
and it's
haven't
the
finished
anime.
the fucking game
Oh,
yet.
what the fuck?
I'm on the
How
second
can you
last
claim to
dungeon.
be a
I'm
big
still
ol'-
fucking.
It's ancient. What the hell are you talking
like,
about?
It's like a year old.
It's-
How can you claim to be
it
a
had-
fucking big old P5 fish?
It had its fucking 1 year anniversary celebration in the West recently.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not done
it's
yet.
not as good as the fourth and the third.
I am not worried about the anime yet.
Of course it looks
I
bad.
still
It's a
got
weekly
shit to
anime.
do. Because
Matt,
I'm a fucking man who
Hey.
gotta play some viddy.
hey, calm down.
Yeah,
just,
but it is
just
a
remember.
video game.
Just
I know,
rem-
and I'm fucking playing
No, you gotta
it.
finish.
Just not right
Oh.
now because I'm going through Persona Burnout.
Hey,
I played too much
Too
Persona
busy
in the past
playing
couple
the
years.
fucking. I can't think of some shitty
Spencer,
title.
no,
Playing
no.
Overwatch. Oh fucking
Spencer,
hell.
I need
Hey.
to make sure that you understand. Spencer, I've been playing Persona 3, 4, and 5 over the course of the past couple of years. I've been playing a lot of fucking Persona. I'm going through some burnout. That's all it is.
hey.
Maybe he's a little
hey.
burnout.
Spencer! Let me tell my joke, damn it.
Go on, Josiah, go on.
Persona 5 is so old, Matt, that it's still our freaking fan group's banner right now, just so you know. Just so you know. That's how old it is.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh jeez.
I will make my way there eventually.
Is there still a huge thing on YouTube that they're all like, no, you can't go past this day. We're gonna.
I think
Yes.
there is.
Demonetize
Yeah, I think there is.
You know,
That's racism.
Atlas was pretty clear that if you go past the in-game date of the 7th day of the 7th month, they're not going to be happy with you.
Gonna be super sad.
So aren't there even playthroughs of it? Like
I
just
think
like one of those
I-
playthroughs of like no one talking and it's just like, yo, here's the game.
I
They
think
can't
they
go
have
up
to like
after
if they
that?
did, they would have to like put up a big thumbnail that makes sure that you don't see anything, and then has to be like, fucking for the love of fucking god, if you're one of those fucking aughts ass people who's like, spoilers, don't click on my fucking video. But if you want to figure out how to actually beat the game and you can't, here you go. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you could just Google search a fucking like guide or something on any other
Guide.
website. Like.
Yeah.
YouTube isn't the only. YouTube thinks it's so fucking high and mighty that it's the only fucking source of information. Fucking YouTube.
YouTube is almost as up its own ass as Soul Calibur.
Oh
is,
my
to be honest
fucking
with
god!
Oh,
It was almost
boy.
as up its own ass as
my
fucking
dick.
Tekken,
Soul
as Tekken
Calibur.
players. Oh, the game is so good. Oh, hopkick. Oh, yeah. Oh man. Oh, I'm Jack 7 player doing the same 2 moves in a row. Wow, look, I got fucking top 8 at a major. Wow. Fucking god. Ooh,
I'll take
Noctis.
those fucking 2 moves and fucking
Noctis.
fucking
Fucking
finesse all
Noctis.
over you, motherfucker.
Noctis came out and he's a Noctis.
Yeah, we do. We
He's
got Noctis.
Yeah,
It's
he's
cool.
Sasuke.
Yeah, he is.
Think you mean Sasuke?
He's literally cooler Sasuke. What do you want?
Naruto.
He's literally cooler Sasuke.
No,
what do
he's
you want?
way fucking
Yeah, he has
lamer.
weapons though.
He doesn't have Chidori. Therefore, way lamer.
Yeah, but he can summon fucking swords.
I would
and shit.
rather
He can
have
poke
lightning
you.
powers
Yeah.
than swords.
He can poke you
Sasuke
with
already
big
has a
swords.
sword,
The fuck
and
you
then he
want?
takes the sword and he puts the lightning power on it. Infinitely better. He takes the thing that the other guy has,
No.
and then he uses his cool thing on the art. Like, yeah.
But doesn't Sasuke
Listen, Spencer,
have
Spencer.
horrible hand wings?
Spencer,
that
you
make
can have
it all
fucking one
horrible?
lightning sword,
sometimes.
or you can summon fucking a dozen magic swords. Which you gonna pick? You're gonna pick the fucking dozen magic swords. Cause
What are you,
fucking
fucking
Noctis.
Virgil now?
No, but seriously, Sterling, like he doesn't have the stupid snake hands like almost the entirety through Shippuden because he kills Orochimaru and then that breaks
Oh
the
yeah, I
damn
forgot
curse.
about that. Yeah,
Like,
he
that's true.
only does the
That's
big
true,
dumb
actually.
hand thing like once.
Oh, it's a curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the curse of the Orochimaru chakra
It's
that he
the
has in
hickey
him,
curse.
and it's only in like the original
gets a
Naruto
hickey
series,
and then he
and then
gets a
like
curse.
1 or 2 fights in
Yeah.
Shippuden, and then he kills Orochimaru, and he's like, "Yeah, I didn't want those gay ass hands anyways."
See,
Sasuke
Sterling,
does it,
he
like,
knew
twice.
that you thought they were lame. He did it for you.
Sterling Sasuke does it like twice, and then fucking Itachi comes back, and he fucking pops his fucking Susanoo, and he's like, "I'm gonna
Twice is
steal
enough for
Orochimaru," and Sasuke's
To
like, "I guess I
never
don't
watch
have my hand
Naruto.
powers now. I guess I don't have my hand powers because my
It's 2
my
times
brother
too
stole
many.
Orochimaru."
No,
you
seriously, he kills Orochimaru. And he's like, "This is for you, Sterling," and then he chops Orochimaru's snake boner right in half.
He kills Orochimaru with this, like this wind blowing, and it like fades away and just all black. It just says Sterling Coon, and then the episode fucking ends.
In loving memory of Sterling Silver.
yeah. Well, I mean, he's not fucking dead, or is he?
Don't tell Sasuke that.
Sasuke fucking collapsed.
Sasuke
like,
Silver.
as exhausted as he possibly could be, and as Sasuke's lying there on the verge of death, he just whispers to himself, "I wish I was as cool as
All right,
Noctis."
no fucking goddamn it. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, everybody's homework for next week.
Ah.
We all gotta watch Rampage.
Oh fuck.
Oh, Rampage.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's the best video game movie
I don't
ever
fucking
made.
believe
Well, I
that.
don't see it beating Pixels, but okay.
Oh my! Shut the fuck! Oh my god! I'm gonna fucking aneurysm. Oh. No.
I said, of course, it's not gonna beat Ready Player One.
Oh my
That's our
fucking
Black
God.
Panther,
I
right?
actually heard that movie
Whoa.
is actually like not as bad as we all thought it was gonna be. It's just that the media is fucking retarded. The media that covered it. Is
No, I heard it was worse. I heard it all it was Spielberg
Okay.
saying, "Yes, I too am so hip and so cool. I eat my yogurt
What do
from
we
a
see?
tube."
Do we see Rampage or do we see Ready Player One?
Rampage.
Okay, we're gonna see Rampage.
Yeah, I'll be seeing Rampage.
This is the year of kaiju. We get 2 kaiju films this year.
I can't fucking.
What was the other
see-
one?
I can't see shit.
The other one was fucking Black Panther.
Why not?
Josiah. I can forgive these other 2 chuckle fucks for not knowing about this, but you know as well as I do that I'm off in fucking Montreal.
You can't just take 2 hours out of your trip and just go see a movie.
Speaking
boy.
of which, I'm going to Montreal soon, friends. I'll send you some pictures.
Why?
Why?
Good response.
The reason why is because work and volunteering together have stressed me out lately, and I'm going on vacation, and I'm going to the magical land of French Canada, and I'll tell you guys all about it.
Okay.
So, are there any theaters up in there?
No.
No, I'm going bar hopping, and I'm gonna harass the locals with my Toronto Maple Leafs apparel because all those Montreal Canadiens fans, all those hockey fans are gonna get angry at me.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Okay, so watch Rampage. Got it.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm just making that as a mental check.
If I do get around to
no,
watching
I'm not saying you have to.
I
I'm just saying I have to. So I can yell about more things.
We have to.
We have to. Okay. Is that all?
All right. So any last things we want to go over, my boys?
I'm good. I'm gonna go play Oblivion.
All right. So what are you looking forward to next week?
I'm gonna go see my new puppy dog. I got another puppy on the way.
How many puppies you got, boy?
I got 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get another one from the same breeder, and I'm picking it out. I don't get to take it home until the 20th of May, but I'm gonna go when they open up their eyes so I can link with it mentally.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, Spencer, what are you looking
I don't
forward
fucking
to?
know. Fighting games. The Rampage movie now, I
Fighting
guess.
games.
I don't know.
Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
I mean, more DLC for that, because there are characters that I would like to see that are not in it. AKA, no,
Lucky
fuck
Chloe.
off. Like Akihiko, and that's basically it. I already have
Really?
Akihiko or Kagura from
Kanji?
Kanji's already in it. He's DLC. They have Kanji. They have Aegis now. Yeah, they have the new DLC was Aegis, Carmine, and some Blaze Blue character that I don't care about. And I was like, that's pretty whatever. Oh,
Is it that Squirrel Girl?
no, she got announced a while ago. I especially don't care about Squirrel Girl. It was fucking.
I only care about Squirrel
God
Girl.
damn it. There's so much more like hotter chicks in that game now. She's just gross.
Like Bullet?
I don't want her to be
Bullet-
hot. I want her to be
Bullet's like almost as
relatable
fucking.
and
She's not
approachable.
relatable. She's a fucking squirrel. Anyways, I guess I'm looking at fucking Blaze of Cross-Tag Battle. But you guys always fucking make me hate it. I'm looking to play more fucking phone games because I'm fucking degenerate. I'm gonna play, yeah,
Awesome.
and then I'm gonna see Rampage, I guess, and it will probably be awful, but it'll be fun to talk about it. And that's all I kind of have right now.
All right, I guess I'll be looking forward to what? Maybe more Rampage and Isle of Dogs and freaking Ready Player One.
Oh yeah.
This week is gonna be pretty stuffed, double stuffed, triple stuffed.
Oreos.
Oreos.
And hopefully finishing off Dot Hack Sign and Digimon Adventure #1. And that's really about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I-
Alright, so
I will be looking forward to.
did you revive my baby boy? Alright, come on.
I will be looking forward to not being in the province, and I will also be looking forward to possibly polishing off Gundam 79 because I do like Gundam 79.
What episode are you on right now?
Fuck me. I think I'm on like 26 or 27 there.
26. Huh.
I'm getting pretty close.
Yes, you are.
Where was this kind of drive and ambition back when I was holding off the last 6 episodes of Bebop?
Wow.
Fucking, they weren't there then. I'll tell you that for free.
Oh boy.
Oh man. So I'm looking forward to possibly knocking off a bunch more Gundam, and maybe some Rampage, but no promises.
And
Alright.
And as I mentioned, I'll keep you guys informed about my shenanigans.
okay.
And honestly, that's about it for me. It's going to be a good week, but
Yes.
I probably won't be available to talk to you guys as often throughout this next week.
So Josiah, you wanna sign us off, Mr. Big Boy?
Yeah, brother, you got it.
Alright, you all know what we say, what we do, what we're about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, boy.
So don't
Oh,
get eliminated.
that was. Oh my god.
Alright.
Bye.